times when you've been watching your friend wild out, spiral out, just do some wild things and not say anything for a long time, that starts eating away at you because you know, and deep down inside, as a good friend, you hold your friend accountable and vice versa. Y'all got that understanding that we can actually talk to each other and keep it real with each other. And in keeping it real, I'm telling you, I've been just as hard on this person as I've been hard on you. I've been equal friends to you both because I'm friends to you both in real life. Our friendships show up different. I'm not taking any sides. And you're telling me right now in this moment, I'm not on your side, I'm taking her side. I keep her up, I keep you up. That's what Ashley is saying in this moment. That would get aggy with somebody that's I keep telling already, just listen to our friend. I don't care if she's not your friend right now, just listen to her, hear her out. Because that's the least thing you can do. You want respect, right? This is what respect look like. Recycle that. You can't do that. You're not being a good friend right now, friend. Stand up, friend. Listen to your friend, hear her out. Because we want to fix this as girls, as sisters, or whatever, and stuff like that. I know amongst you men, y'all got the same camaraderie somewhere down the line. It might not be the same wording, but like real talk, a real friend gonna sit there and hold you up when you falling down. And in this moment, Shareese, you falling down. Listen to Zadia say her side, say your piece. You want to feel like these people ganged up on us, sit there and tell them how they ganged up on you. Because we didn't see the moment. So let the world know there was actually a moment you really sat there and felt ganged up on, not just because they did not take your side outright directly, but because they all had something to say bad to you. Tell us these moments. And if she tells us these moments, I stand with her. I'll believe her that she felt ganged up on, but you don't feel ganged up on until you call people out and then they sit there and try to correct you in that moment. So to me, Shareese got to work on not being the victim by placing herself in that spot. And I'm not saying that she's not intentionally doing it or whatever, and it's an accident. She's intentionally placing herself in that spot by sitting there calling out people that she knows has stayed out of it since we seen, by not taking a side at all. I don't like that. Like, I don't know. This is my personal thing, and maybe this is where it gets under my skin because I don't like when people do that. If I'm being a real friend with you and I got the other person on side, I'm actually a real friend, and you know I'm in the middle, don't you ask me to choose sides. Don't do that. And so that's probably why I'm gonna be a little bit harder on Shareese in this moment because it's like don't put Ashley in that position to even make her have to say that craziness. You know she unhinged. You've been standing up, you've been her ride through this whole show telling her that Don shouldn't even put her in that position. So you know what type of woman she is. Just like they know what type of woman you are. They know that you don't listen. So sis, just this one time, listen, please. Hear these people out. You might realize they're not ganging up on you. Now, Ashley, she didn't have to go as far as she did and be like, yeah, I'm going to say it with our chest. But sometimes we got to say it with our chest. And we got to remind you, I ain't about that one, too. But, that's where I'll stay for right now. Hey, Aries.
Hey.
What's good, Aries?
Okay. So,
I know it's gonna be a fair
um,
fight. Go for it.
and I don't know any of these people. Okay, so I'm not, and I see issues on with Zadia and Shareese on multiple sides. So I'm just gonna say this as a person who used to have anger issues and have learned how to calm myself down and be chill. Y'all have seen me on the show. I feel like I have kind of mastered those moments of like when people acting crazy. In order to keep things chill, you can't come with that energy. Like that was the part I felt like it was triggering Sharice. And if you watch her throughout the scene, regardless of what is being said, I'm not saying that anything she said was valid or I don't even know, like I don't know who was right, who's wrong. But if you want to get something across, you have to learn how to communicate like with that person. So like if I'm a person who's like, you need to speak to me calmly, and you come with that energy, okay, so now you're trying to bring me back. You're bringing me out into this other space. And so I felt like you could see Shareese kind of breathing when it started getting heated. When Vern first started and all of them, whatever the subject matter, I get it. But once people start getting all hostile, I feel like that's what started making Shareese lose a hinge, because she didn't start like yelling at the top of her lungs until it got hyped. And it's like she's saying, Ashley, please don't speak to me like that. And she's like, I speak to you. Okay, so now you want me. Okay, so I'm gonna be that one again, because you now trying to, you're not respecting the boundaries I'm trying to put out there about how I would like to be communicated. I get where I know it don't seem like I would have had anger issues, but yeah. Um, but I get how, if I'm saying I felt ganged upon, I don't feel like she necessarily was calling them all out individually. She's just saying, this is how I felt in this moment. I don't think we even got a chance to actually hear her explain what she meant by that, because everybody started ganging up again exactly on that moment. So I feel like, hey, if you are my friend and you want to correct me, cool, correct me, but correct me calmly, because if you start getting loud, I'm not going to hear anything you're saying. I'm not going to hear one thing you're saying, and now I'm going to be hostile too. So if people are actually her friend, which I don't think none of these people are her friend, they don't know her. Y'all don't know me. We just met in this house a couple weeks ago. And the first night, I told y'all what my boundaries were. Nah, I don't want no dudes up in here. I don't feel safe. I would have said the same exact thing if it was me in the house. Y'all don't know these Negroes. Y'all up in here trying to, whatever. That's just me to protect my space. We don't know all of Sharee's trauma and all that stuff. Everybody in the house could use some therapy. Okay. So we could go there with everybody about different situations. So for me, this is how I feel. These are the boundaries that I set. No, I don't like this. And if y'all got a problem with it, they'll probably be isolating you a little bit, because they're like, she's gonna be a little, she's not gonna be down with certain stuff. So maybe there were times where she felt that way, and she's like, I'm fine with that. That's okay, because these were my rules, and it's cool, and everybody went along with it. What she was saying was, hey, I felt isolated at times, but I was cool with that. And then here come Ashley. Oh my God, we wasn't trying to actually. Well, girl, I said I was cool with it. I'm just letting you know that I know there are certain things that I probably do that y'all don't like, and I'm cool with that. We didn't even get to finish hearing the whole thing. So my point is that I'm not saying that Shareese is 100% right. Maybe she could be playing the victim at times and all that, but I just feel like it wasn't justified, the energy that Ashley came with. And when she calmly asked her to please not talk to her like that, and she kept it up, that's why she's like, I can't sit next to her. Because I wouldn't either. I said it in the chat. I'm like, see, that's how you accidentally get slapped. Now you up here with all this energy. You don't know who you sit next to. She might be trying to help you out by telling you to calm your butt down, because she don't know Shareese like that. So anyway, that was why the energy I had in the chat was like that, because I just felt like they don't like her. So automatically anything that she says is like, we're just gonna, decide that she had no reason to feel or say what she said. But hell, we barely got to hear what she was saying either, because as soon as she said it, everybody jumped down her throat too. So that was my 2 cents on that. Kojo, you too, because you did the same thing. You did the same thing. You was like, see, she deserved it. I'm like, wait a minute, how does she
Listen,
deserve to get yelled
she,
at?
she
I don't care
she
what
got
I
what she got.
said. That's not.
She got what she got, and I'll tell you something really interesting. Right, you said something really interesting. You said that, you know, that she told Ashley to listen to her, and basically to not speak to her in that particular way, right? And that Shareese was acting calmly, but this whole thing started from Shareese not listening. You can't
To
be
who?
asking people to Zadia in the first place, because you want people to treat you in a particular manner, and you are disrespecting other people. You can't then try to act like you have a moral standard when it comes to communication, when you don't want to apply the same thing to yourself. If I'm telling you that I want you to listen and I don't listen, I'm in no better position than you. I can't be telling you to listen and I don't listen. That
Well,
makes
she
sense.
didn't
I
say. I
can't
didn't
tell
hear
you
her
to do
say that.
something.
I heard her say, "Speak calmly" to her. She wasn't even when she wasn't listening to Zadia. I don't think she was yelling at her. She was just calmly being
But
like, "Yeah." I'm not saying that she was right either on that part. I think
yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, when I'm saying if you're yelling at the top of your lungs at me, and I'm like, don't talk to me like that. Like calm it down. We could have that conversation. We could debate all day long. But now you're yelling at me. That might have been something that was triggering her for whatever reason. But I feel you on that. I feel you.
I'm saying that Shareese shifted the goalpost and intentionally did it. She manipulated the situation because when Zadia was talking to you calmly, you had no reason to want to talk. You didn't want to talk. You didn't want to hear it, not from Tamika and not from Zadia. So even if I be calm when I talk to you, you still won't listen because you know how we know that. Ashley was actually saying to her, just listen. Before she flipped off, she was tapping her leg and saying to her, listen, 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 listen. Shareese wasn't having none of it. In fact, she blanked her. So you don't get to turn around, Shareese, and be like, how you're talking to me in a particular way. Yeah, I'm talking to you in a particular way because I've been telling you calmly, listen, listen, listen. I've been talking to you the whole entire time. You've actually been ignoring me. And now when I decide to now speak up and I'm now vexed when I'm speaking up, you shift the goalpost and try to make it as if I'm the issue because I spoke up. That is what I call manipulation. She knew exactly what she was doing, Shareese. And I'm not saying that Zadia again is free from this, but in this whole scenario, Shareese is being manipulative in the situation by doing that. Because you can't pretend to say, I'm being so calm, I'm being so calm. People who end up being calm too can also be manipulative, right? You're trying to make everyone else seem as if they're being crazy to you, as if you don't know why we got to the situation. But we got here because you decided you don't want to hear what no one's got to say. And then when they pipe up, suddenly you're ganging up on me. Oh my God, I'm being ganged up on. It's almost, and someone said it, it's a Karen behavior. It is a Karen behavior. It's actually the white woman doing the same thing. When black people say, what are you doing? Huh? Oh my God. What's going on? Why are you screaming at me? Oh my God. It's like, get out. Shareese is somebody who got in front of a man with a pool cue stick and pointed it in his face, and you're telling me all of a sudden because they decided to say something to you, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. I'm walking off now. Please. This is somebody who was trying to have a fight with. This is somebody who was arguing front to face with Zadia not long ago. This is somebody who we saw didn't want to accept an apology earlier on. This is somebody who too, when somebody said to you about you kiss somebody else, you hit them with fire straight away. Don't pretend to me suddenly you want to walk off and that you oh my God, like because you guys they're not ganging up on you. They're calling you out because you decided to bring them into a situation. You didn't want to listen, and now you're trying to play it as if people are being loud to you. I don't like that behavior. Personally.
Okay, first of all, you are over exaggerating what she said. You have been way less.
Thank you, Aries. Please, Aries. Thank you.
You are over exaggerating. You're not doing all that. Oh my God, I got game. Okay, calm it down. That was not like that at all. Oh my God, this is too much. But first of all, here's the other part, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know neither one of these ladies, right? But I will say Zadia is playing. Like, and that's what Shareese knows. She's like, this heifer is being like, stop. Okay. You over there being like, can I calmly speak? Knowing that you don't be talking like that regularly. They probably be going at it head to head all the time. And I feel like even in the part where Zadia was explaining that I've been a victim of her verbal abuse, I know she was sitting there like, girl, stop the madness. So I feel like she lightweight has been getting gaslit on that part too, because it's like she's sitting there knowing, all right, I'm sitting here. I don't even want to talk about this because it's just not going to go the way that I want. And the other girls are more closer to Zadia than her. So it is going to seem that way. I don't know. I just feel like I can see through that part. And that's probably why I can see the game plan. You even said it too. Like it's the tit for tat going back and forth trying to let me hit her because she hit me type of situation. And I don't know. I'm not trying to protect
And
anybody, but I just feel like it is definitely not the way it's coming across right
but you
now.
perfectly protected though. This is what it is though, Aries. You were absolutely right. It's the gameplay. And right now Shareese got outplayed. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Y'all
she
just
got
rooting for the
outplayed right
underdog, and
now.
I'm not mad at y'all because Shareese was she was a good opponent on the field, and she got outplayed by Zadia because Zadia showed her weakness a lot faster than she could show Zadia's. She was trying to draw Zadia out all season long for being a mean girl that she knows she is from a whole nother season, a whole nother show. I mean, well, not another show, but a show season she wasn't on. She don't know Zadia. She just know of Zadia. And so she wants to draw her out as a mean person. She went up against Katie in her season because Katie was a so-called mean girl. She has the bully versus bully effect. She wants to take out the person who has been bullying for probably what maybe it may have happened or may have not happened in her childhood. She might have seen somebody go through it or whatever. For whatever reason, she don't like bullies, so she gonna be their bully.
But see, I think that she's the one that went to Zadia first and apologized, not Zadia. Kojo, get that part straight. And I feel like she thought it was all good. But then when Zadia came with
Did she
that
go to
LJ
Zadia for
thing,
outing her out
yeah, when she
to
came with that,
apologize?
when she went outside and they were sitting outside, that was Shareese going to Zadia,
Because I
correct?
remember what Shareese did. She went straight to Cameron and was like, "Why y'all wake me up with that music?" To continue to out.
I don't remember that. I don't know what part you're talking about, so I don't know.
Right
But
after she
I'm just
sat
going
there
to
and
the
outed
part where
them,
she
she
came
went when they
outside and
came over
talked
to
to
the
her.
house. She outed them again in front of Cameron. She went and sat right up to Cameron and was like, "Why y'all was sitting there? That was you with the music in the morning." And he was like, "Oh yeah, my bad. I apologize." She's like, "Yeah, y'all had me up."
Oh, I don't remember that part.
So
But
it's
I
like
just
you've been
think that,
playing little games this whole time as well. And Zadia is just a better game player, and you're mad.
yeah, because when she came at her about the LJ thing, that's what I was like. She was like, okay, fine. Well, we just, everybody throwing it all out there at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that part, specifically that scene, like again, I'm not saying either one of them are right because I couldn't deal with none of them, to be honest. Um, but on that particular scene, on the reunion with Ashley, that triggered me personally when I was sitting there watching her. Like, see, you doing too much. And I just didn't feel like she specifically called them out. She was just talking about how she felt. And then people just jumped. To me, if I know I didn't gang up on you, I'm not about to have all that energy. Like, I know I didn't gang up on you, so I'm not tripping. Like, okay, we'll let you. Hey, why don't you share with us the time that you felt ganged up on? Like, when was that? Have a calm conversation. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that was just way too much.
Yeah, I see both sides, and I know where you're coming from, Aries, because I'm on that side too. It's like if you come at me with certain energy, you're gonna be mad with it. I got that.
Yeah, like you're not gonna get a same answer out of me. And I'm here for the correction. Like any
Hmm.
friend that I have that's my friend, please, like I don't have yes men in my circle at all. Like tell me when I'm acting a fool. But if I'm not up here cussing you out or talking crazy or just all over the place and you trying to calm me down, just come to me like, hey Aries, like, can I talk to you for a second? Like we need to talk, like come with that energy. Like if you want me to actually listen. But if you start going crazy and say, I'll talk to you how I want to, okay, well I'm gonna talk to your ass the way I want to too.
But see, I'm also, and this is no slight to nobody. This is just a big to self. But I'm also that person. I'm also that friend that likes that. I like to be corrected. At the same time, I'm also that person that's real enough to know when I want to be mad. I don't give a heck what you say, who is up here, who is around me. Nobody's calming me down but me.
Hmm.
So I know in those moments, if I want to be mad and use that to storm off, I'm going to use it to my advantage. I also know in those moments, if I want to be mad and pop off, I'm going to use that to my advantage. And I know how to play the victim at the end. And so I can see Shareese, just like y'all see Zadia gameplay, I see Shareese gameplay as well. Just like Kojo said, on them one-on-one occasions and stuff like that, I stand 10 toes down with you or whatever and stuff. But today, I don't feel like fighting. The battle's not going my way. It's not in my favor. I'm about to retreat. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to slight weight pop off just enough to get each and every one of y'all out here to look and appear like y'all against me because I'm actually against all of y'all so I can dip out. It's a manipulation tactic. It's a good one, especially from one that always likes to fight and argue and do all of these things. Sometimes you got to learn how to talk your way out of some battles you accidentally or thought you could handle. So now I got to get up out of it. Like you do these things. And Aries, I know deep down inside, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I get that. I do. I totally do get that too. I know that, like for me, if I'm just thinking, but see, I'm different anyways. Like I wouldn't have been going through all these arguments and stuff on national TV. I'm sorry.
Right. Because you're in an elevated position, though.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not me in the first place. So that would have
Right.
never went down, and I would just look right through you and act like I don't hear nothing that you're saying right now, and let you talk to yourself crazy on TV. I'll be like, what was that, Tamika? What were you saying to me? I don't hear anything else. So I would, and if I remove myself, it's because obviously, like, it's just getting too crazy. I don't even want to be in the same scene